Am I sitting up straight? And if you are new to my chapel, we're going to the chapel. I don't know why I sang that. Recording live from across the pond, my birthplace and one of the top fashion destinations in the world, the land of the original fish and chips, and the country where the citizens love their tea, London, England. Not everyone will experience a carefree, simple childhood. Childhood trauma can lead to lifelong changes in your physical and/or mental health. When you experience trauma at a young age, it may take years to heal. Ignoring your pain or trying to make sense of your trauma can distort your way of thinking, and you may end up blaming yourself for what happened. This video is part 2 of the childhood traumas I experienced that followed me into adulthood. Hey young people, welcome back to Sue Space. If you are a returning subscriber, special thanks for your support. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. In my last video, we talked about a few ACEs or traumatic events that I experienced in my childhood. Young people, I want you to know that it can be difficult to heal from the scars of your past traumas, but make a conscious decision to avoid focusing all your energy and time on your past pain. I'm going to jump right in and talk about neglect. Parents who emotionally neglect their children may still provide care and necessities. Emotional neglect was my parents' failure to act or notice my emotional needs. Neglectful parents often come from families where they have been neglected and may not have received the parenting skills necessary to recognize, listen to, or respond to their child's needs. Young people, research your parents' childhood. Ask questions. Trust me, it will give you a lot of answers. My mother was one of 17 siblings. There is no way she received much, if any, emotional support as a child. While the signs of my emotional neglect were very subtle, I do remember always begging my mom to take me to work with her, and that was my way of seeking the attention that I longed for. I grew up always judging myself and fell in the pattern of never asking for help. Even though it's still a little bit difficult for me to ask now, I'm a little bit more open to the idea. We're moving on to divorce. Children whose parents decide to divorce or separate will often struggle with academic problems such as low grades. You may experience trouble sleeping, increased stress, or anger towards one or both parents. At the age of 15, when my parents decided to divorce, and I won't go into why, because that's their story to tell, I made an effort not to pick sides, even though our home environment had become a toxic one. Throughout adulthood, I struggled with relationship conflict and communication. I had issues with trust, believing every relationship I was in, they were going to leave me. Young people, just because your parents' relationship doesn't work out does not mean your future relationships will fail. Take proactive steps by understanding yourself better now, by learning effective relationship skills. Young people, don't allow any parent to poison your mind, and parents, never use your child to transmit negative messages from one parent to another. It's unfair. Young people, comment below. I am not to blame for anything that has gone wrong in my parents' relationship. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up and tap that notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload. This will help me with my mission to reach as many young people as possible. Remember, this channel is for you. Sexual abuse is a single event or prolonged threat to a person's security, safety, or trust. Growing up, our key rack was placed right by the front door. Everyone had access to it. It was one of our neighbors that stole and used these same keys to enter our home, creep into my bedroom, and touch me inappropriately while I was asleep. I awakened to the feeling of his hand touching me on a part of my body that was private. I could see his shadow moving around in the dark, but I could not see his face. My scream scared him, but I was home alone. So while he ran down the stairs and out the front door, I intuitively ran to the front bedroom window to see if I could identify my abuser. I did, and I think this was the first time in my life I did not hesitate to tell my mom what had happened. Young people, the first and most important thing to do is to tell someone. Always take a child seriously, no matter who they said did it. Find someone to support you in your healing process. Know that you did not deserve what happened to you, and you are not to blame. Young people, I hope by sharing my story, it will encourage you to speak up and talk about any traumas you may be experiencing. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and true to yourself. Until the next one.